Good morning from the National Weather Service here in Pocatello. My name is Carter, and this is your Southeast Idaho weather hazard briefing for Monday, February 26th. We do have a cold front working through the area today that will support the potential for snow squalls, especially this afternoon and evening. But beyond that, our next more organized system will be arriving for that Thursday, Friday time frame, and I'll be breaking that down for you this morning. Key parts we're going to focus on today: a quick moving winter storm will work through our area today. Going to have a cold front swinging through, and what that means for us is a mix of rain, snow, and strong winds. We are tracking the potential for some blowing and drifting snow, with gusts up around Stanley this morning already gusting in excess of 50 miles an hour. A cold front will support a changeover to all snow later in the day, so again, that has some snow squall potential, some more organized, heavier bands of precipitation that may lead to near whiteout to whiteout conditions, and the potential for a flash freeze scenario if we can get that heavier snowfall rates going on there. But beyond that, our active weather pattern will continue through much of the work week. Again, our snow showers persist in between systems through that midweek time frame, but our next organized system arrives in that Wednesday night, Thursday into Friday time frame with chances for precipitation, then each day through the weekend. Quick look at satellite for you again shows those departing clear skies to our southeast, increasing clouds building in out of the northwest. As that cold front begins to swing through our area, we'll see precipitation increase in coverage throughout the morning hours, and it will be increasingly dry as we head into tonight and early tomorrow as that cold front drops south and east into the central Rockies. And look at the bigger picture for you wise. So again, low pressure system off of Western Canada was in the Gulf yesterday, worked east into our area for today. That'll be quickly moving. It's got a very strong westerly jet pushing it right along. So high pressure will keep us at least in between systems for at least a couple days. We're next tracking that next low pressure system in the Aleutian Islands right now, kind of up towards the western part of Alaska. That'll be continuing to slowly make its way over into our region. And we could be looking at some pretty heavy snow, especially in the mountains. Very active and unsettled weather pattern later this week. Weather and scout look for your next 5 days. Main focus today will be on a mix of rain, snow, and strong winds area wide. With that, again, the potential for snow squalls this afternoon and evening. I'll be showing the timing of that for you later in the presentation, but certainly something to keep in mind for the afternoon hours. For Tuesday, just some lingering snow showers and breezy winds, especially as you get further south and east. But overall for Wednesday, just some isolated snow showers, nothing too bad, a little bit of a break in the action. That will change for Thursday and Friday as some more snow, mix of rain, snow, breezy winds returns through the weekend. Here's a look at those strongest wind gusts we observed on Sunday. So again, Upper Snake Plain did the best, gusts about 35 to 50 miles an hour. We're kind of expecting that to be a little bit more elevated region-wide today. So gusts about 40 to 60 miles an hour for just about everybody. And here's a look at where we're at so far today. So this is just taking a look at what we've seen out there this morning. Gusts, even in the Upper Snake Plain, are already gusting to 40 miles an hour, with, again, Stanley 52. Temperatures today are going to be on the warmer side of things, especially further south, 20s and 30s in the morning, with afternoon highs in those 30s to upper 40s. And with that, we are going to see the potential for, along this front, for some isolated thunderstorms. With some frontogenesis along that line, some enhancement, some snow squall potential, we do have the chance, just some isolated thunderstorm potential, particularly south as you go into the northern Great Basin. And this is another model looking at here, the probability of thunder. This is a little bit more widespread than what the Storm Prediction Center has, but just again highlights about a 10 to 20% chance of some thunderstorms in our area today. And again, with that, you get some thunder snow, heavy snow. We'll be tracking that for you later in the day. And before I get to the snowfall amounts here, let's just break down the timing for you. So again, this morning, mostly dry conditions are prevailing across the region, so we're not seeing too much impacts outside of central Idaho, where it's currently snowing. But overall, 7 a.m. starting you off here. We'll continue through the morning, mix of rain and snow. We'll begin to overspread onto the Snake Plain and surrounding mountains. But heading into this afternoon, about noontime, start to see some squall lines begin to develop, and that will support, again, moderate to heavy bands of snow. But seeing some rain, snow showers continuing into the afternoon hours as well. Those greens transitioning to more blues, so from rain to snow on the backside of this front, but very dry air begins to fill in for later this evening. So again, pretty quick moving system. Again, keeping an eye on this afternoon and evening for the most impactful travel conditions, especially south and east with those snow squalls. But overall, snow showers will linger through the overnight hours into Tuesday. This is midnight tonight, so heading into tomorrow, just some isolated snow showers, so we're not out of the woods just yet as far as snow goes, just some lingering short waves behind this exiting boundary. That'll keep some snow going throughout the day, but overall accumulations should remain fairly light outside of some of our mountain ranges. And with snowfall amounts today, we are looking at about trace to a couple inches of snow in the Snake Plain, a little bit higher as you get up towards Tomcat Summit, but across some of our mountain valleys, especially up towards Stanley, Sun Valley region, Driggs, and south along the Wyoming border, about 3 to 8 inches in the valleys, and locally higher totals, especially in those Sawtooths and Tetons. And wind gusts this morning, we are going to see those winds ramp up throughout the day. Gusts this morning, about that 35 to 55 miles an hour. And by this afternoon, we are expecting that peak, so widespread gusts between 40 to 60 miles an hour, expecting those strongest winds along that cold front as it progresses through the area. So with that, some, very heavy snow at times, strong winds could lead to some near whiteout to whiteout conditions at times. And by tonight, again, those strongest winds will begin to start shifting south, but overall still staying pretty breezy behind the front as we get some colder air working over the Continental Divide into our area. And speaking of that colder air, temperatures on your Tuesday, a very cool morning as you head further north. Single digits above and below zero. Copper Basin getting down those double digits below zero. But overall, afternoon highs closer to, well below normal levels. So we came from, mid 50s to low 60s yesterday. We're going to be coming into those 20s and 30s for your Tuesday. And snowfall amounts on Tuesday, again, just about a trace to a couple inches of snow, a little bit higher as you get into the mountains, Bear River Range, down towards Pomerelle, Tetons, and Sawtooths. And wind gusts on your Tuesday will keep with some breezy winds, especially further south, gusts about 30 to 45 miles an hour. And for Tuesday night, we'll keep those winds going, at least beginning to trend down for Wednesday, so still hanging on to some breezy winds Tuesday night. And for Wednesday, much of the same as temperature-wise, single digits above and below zero with warmest areas in those teens and 20s. Afternoon highs starting to warm things back up just slightly, 30s, 40s across the board. And snowfall amounts on Wednesday. This looks like it's going to be a fairly nice day. Again, breaking the action for Wednesday. Just some light snow across the western central mountains. And wind gusts on Wednesday not going to be nearly as strong as what we saw earlier in the week. Gusts about 20 to 30 miles an hour. And for your Thursday, we'll get those increasing clouds for a Thursday, helping to warm things up in the morning. Teens, 20s, and 30s. Afternoon highs in those 30s, 40s, even mid-50s. And for Thursday, again, the big concentration of snow initially will be in the central mountains. So we're focusing up towards, Stanley Basin, Wood River Valley area, and as you head into further northwest and portions of Idaho. But certainly keeping an eye on that for Thursday, just some lighter snow elsewhere. And wind gusts on Thursday with those will begin to ramp back up, seeing gusts about 25 to 40 miles an hour. And temperatures on Friday, it's going to be a rather warm morning, especially as you get further south. Teens, 20s, mid-30s across the board. Afternoon highs in the 30s to mid-40s. And snowfall amounts on Friday, again, just a trace to a couple inches of snow in the Snake Plain, kind of that rain-snow mix. But certainly as you get into the mountains, we're seeing some really appreciative snowfall totals each and every day. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and into Sunday could be leading to several feet of snow piling up in some of our northwest favorite upslope areas. Those would include the Central Mountains and greater Yellowstone area. Seems to do the best with these events. And look at what's to come. 6 to 10 day outlook does keep us in that above normal favorite precipitation through about March 6th. And when it comes to the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, again, below normal favorite conditions across the west here, still hanging on to some below normal temperatures in our region. 8 to 14 begins to trend things just a little bit drier. Again, not seeing a whole lot of signal there, kind of near normal to slightly below normal. But overall, we're going to see at least a drying trend beyond that next system that comes in later in the week. And speaking of temperatures, not a whole lot of change there. See things at least begin to warm up, but overall trending at least in that near normal to below normal levels. And that's about all I have for you this morning. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to send us an email, give us a call, or check out some information on our website. Have an awesome Monday and stay safe out there.